Top tips for progressing your career as a management accountant. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is CRAIGO. I'm a fully qualified chartered management accountant and I'm here to shed my life learnings with you. Usually we talk about SEMA, but today I am going to be talking about the practical aspect of being in the accountancy industry, and that is how to progress your career as a management accountant. I work at one of the world's largest food and beverage companies, and therefore I've seen firsthand on how people progress their careers. So I'm just going to run through my 6 top tips today with you guys so that I can help you progress you through your careers. So if that sounds like a good idea, then stick around because we're going to go with point number 1, and that is to own your role. And what do I mean by owning your role? I'm talking about the A star of GCSEs. I'm talking about being that first man on the moon. I am talking about being the best that you can be. Perform your role at high quality. Make very few mistakes. If you're responsible for closing your general ledger at your period, your quarterly closes, then do it to 0 variances. Don't give anybody the opportunity to say anything negative about you. Have a positive aspect on everyone. Perform at your highest every single day and be motivated as you can to achieve what is achievable within the scope of your role. And trust me, if you can prove that, and that is going to give you some fantastic foundations for progressing and promoting yourself through the organization. Number 2, and it is massive within finance, is process improvement. Now, what do I mean by process improvement? There are a couple of elements. Can you reduce the time that it takes you to do one of your standard responsibilities? Can you improve the accuracy of the process that you partake in? And can you create a process that involves less parties and therefore reduces the total time that is required within the total organization? In my role at the moment, I'm responsible for mass scale price changes across the UK organisation. When I got into my role a year ago, I was tasked with my first price change process, and all I did was spend 10 to 15 minutes looking at Google to see if there was any Excel macros that I could use that would benefit me within this process. And what this code enabled me to do was reduce the time of the 5-day process down to just 3 days. I created a time saving of 40%. Time saving of 40% wasn't the only benefit. By doing a macro, it meant that the accuracy was 100%. Whereas if I was doing 150 Excel spreadsheets manually, there's a chance that I have of having error within that spreadsheet. And I know for an actual fact that this simple process improvement did a heck of a lot for me in terms of me proving myself to my new manager in my new role. My next point leads on from process improvement, and that is to take on more responsibilities. If you have saved yourself time by doing some process improvement, then you have made yourself time to take on more work. So you've now got the double win with your manager because you've saved your organization some time, but now you're taking on more work and you're achieving new things. This is a double win. You are going to find yourself with new customers, new stakeholders. You are proving yourself to larger, wider areas of the business because you're able to take on more opportunities. When it comes to your end of year review, you can say that you have improved process allowing me to save 5 hours a week as an example. And with this 5 hours, I have adopted process X, Y, and Z. And your end of year review is going to look fantastic. And that's why the first 3 are critical for me when it comes to progressing through your organization. And then we lead on to number 4, and that is to network to get work. And I absolutely love this phrase. Spread your wings. Get to know as many directors in the business as possible. Get to know as many managers, as many teams. Get your name out there. Because trust me, the more people that know you, when your business is having career conversations between managers, between directors, you're going to stand a far better chance if all those managers and directors know who you are than if you just sit within your team. When they go to the next career discussion and they're trying to prove that you're ready for a new role, if none of the other directors know who you are, then it's going to take a lot of convincing for the other managers and directors. But if all the other managers and directors know who you are and your manager goes in and says, right, CRAIGO's ready for a move, it's going to be a far easier job for your manager to convince the others that he's ready for a move if the others know who you are and know what your qualities are and where you will fit within other areas of the business. Develop others and show your level of helping to develop others. Okay, at the operational level of the business, this isn't key because you're not a manager and you're not a director. But if you can show your ability to educate others, to help others, to show good leadership traits at lower levels, it's going to give you more opportunities to progress up into manager and director level positions. And things I'm talking about here, if you have a particular skill about the area of the business that you are, then hold training sessions with your team and show that you're capable of speaking in front of a team of 10 people, showing them and training them a new skill. It's great traits to have, and if you can do that in front of your boss, trust me, it's going to look impressive. And the benefit that it has for your career and helping to engage others with the process will not only help you because you've gone above and beyond in training other people in that process, but you might even notice better results within your role because now everyone else is more aware of how to correctly perform that responsibility. Number 6, and this is a big one for me and probably one that I've only noticed within the last probably 1.5 years, and that is to get yourself a sponsor. Now, this sponsor could be an old manager, a new manager. It could be a mentor. Let me tell you why getting a sponsor is critical. They will push for you. They will help you to get your promotions. If you don't have a mentor or a sponsor, then you're not going to have anyone in these career conversations pushing for you. I've moved roles just over a year ago, and I asked my old boss to be my mentor. And the reason I asked my boss to be my mentor was because he was so good for me in my career. And it isn't just about them pushing you as well. They have knowledge and experiences that you can utilize from as well. They are my 6 top tips for progressing your career as a management accountant through your organization. I really hope they added some value to you. Please let me know down below if they did add some value to you. But that is all from me today. Please do make sure you subscribe to my channel. Until the next one, I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.